I'm a pharmacist. I studied pharmacy here in Nigeria, University of Lagos.
Mm.
After which I did my master's degree, same University of Lagos. I didn't have any intention of going abroad actually, until
Whoa! Today we're going to be talking about family relocation through the study abroad route. How can a wife, a husband, together with their kids, if they have any, whether it is 1 kid, 2 kids, 3 kids, whatever number of kids, 7 kids, how can a man and wife, whoever is the student, and their kids relocate abroad? This also works if you are a single parent. Let's say you're a divorcee or you're a widow or widower and you want to travel with your kids. This also works. I want to also put a disclaimer there that if you are not married or you don't have kids, you can still relocate abroad, right? You can still relocate abroad. But this particular video is an interview. I'm going to be interviewing, guys, I'm going to be interviewing Mrs. Rashidat, a mother of 3, who relocated to the US with her 3 kids and her husband on full scholarship, full PhD scholarship. She will be joining me from the US. Woo! So please listen very well, because this interview is going to benefit you if you're a married person or you're a single person who have kids and you want to relocate and you want to go through the study abroad route. She's going to be gisting us her study abroad story. But some of the questions you've been asking me, I'm also going to ask her, since she is a bona fide full, how would I put it, living witness. That, because sometimes you just advise people that this thing is possible, this thing is possible. It's just like, so I want this video to, like, with this video, you will be able to see that it's not just that I'm saying that it's possible. You are seeing a living human being who has gone through the process. How are you? I was like, internet is not going to spoil this interview.
Dr. Linda.
Oh,
I'm good. Good afternoon, Dr. Linda.
Good afternoon. My dear,
How you doing?
I'm sure a lot of people want to hear what you have to say, because it's not easy. Even me, I don't know how you put this off. So, please, introduce yourself.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me? I said introduce yourself.
Okay, good afternoon, viewers. My name is Elisha Rashidat Folashade. I'm a Nigerian. I'm from Lagos State. What else? I'm married with kids. And I'm an ex-student of Dr. Linda's Vantage Migration class,
Please, where are you joining us from today?
Well, I'm joining you. I'm joining you from Washington, D.C.
Hey, you're with the president.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yes,
congratulations. You really tried. Please, I would like you to maybe it's better if you're the one saying it. You mentioned you travel with kids. How many kids and your husband? You can tell us. Okay,
I have
2
kids and my husband.
Oh,
yes.
2 kids. Sorry, I got it wrong when I was doing introduction. I said 2 kids. 2 kids and your husband. Okay. First of all, congratulations. We've always been talking about family relocation. But it's not just about people going. It's people going and people who are also willing to come and say their story. You understand? So it takes a bit of while to find somebody who is willing to share. So thank you so much for agreeing to share. It's a bold move. God bless you.
You're welcome. Yes,
thank you.
So
could you tell us your study abroad story? Like, however you want to pitch it. Like, what is your study abroad story?
Okay, where do I start from? All right. But can you see me clearly? I'm trying to...
I can see you.
Okay. Let me just...
I can see you.
Just stand there.
Mm.
Okay, so my journey started, I think Firstly, I'm a pharmacist. I studied pharmacy here in Nigeria, University of Lagos. After which I did my master's degree, same University of Lagos. Then in 2019, I wanted to pursue the PhD program. I didn't have any intention of going abroad actually, until my senior colleagues told me, oh, even if you don't want to go abroad, it is a must for you to spend at least 6 months to do your bench work abroad. So that was where the interest started coming. And I was like, oh, with all the stories I've been hearing, it's not easy to get scholarship. It's not easy to get school. It's not this, it's not that. It was really scary. Then I started searching online for free resources, how to write some of the essays, how to do this, how to do that. Then I came across your page. When I came across your page, I attended the free class of a thing. Then when I saw the price, I was like, yeah. So I just ran away. I was like, no way. How do I want to afford this? I can't afford this. So I just left it, the whole of 2019, I left it. I didn't go back to it. I was still doing my online search for the free research. The 2020, I decided to, put in for the program. I remember sending you a message. I'm not sure if you were the one that replied or somebody managing your IG. I was super broke. I was super broke, and I was pregnant with my first with my child. So I sent in a message if I could pay in installments, and you agreed. So that was the saving grace actually. So I started paying in installments. Then after the payments, I did the class. Man, it wasn't easy because there was a deadline. There was a deadline to meet up. If you don't meet up, you won't have access to the class. So I did the program. Then taking the program is one thing. Now putting it into practice is another thing entirely. When you're watching the program, you feel, oh, okay, I understand it. This is simple now. So some modules I'll be like, this one should not be here. I've watched this one free on YouTube now. But when it was time for me to put them into practice and make that real application, I found myself going back to everything I learned in class. I was just going back to check some of the PDFs, going back to check, oh, what am I supposed to do here? So to the application proper, it was not easy. I must tell you, this study abroad, anybody that is successful in university tried. It's not easy. For a test, I applied to about 5 schools in UK. You gave us an assignment to, do some, just make sure you want to do. And I got 5 admission in UK, but there were no scholarships. There were no scholarships. So I was like, I want to be a gold student. Dr. Linda has silver, Dr. Linda has bronze. I want to be a gold student. So I did, I started applying to US. I applied to like 3 schools. The first school gave me a no, that, okay, they didn't get my transcript. Delayed my transcript. So it was very painful. I applied to University of Maryland. They didn't get my transcript. So they couldn't, access my profile. I applied to University of Utah. They told me, well, they are sorry, they don't have a supervisor that is willing to take in students for my research area. So that was the no. Then I applied to Howard University. Then I got the admission, but unfortunately, I didn't get the scholarship. So I was wondering, like, no way, with everything that I learned in this Dr. Linda's class, I should get this thing now. So I sent a message to them that I didn't get a scholarship. They told me, well, I didn't apply for the scholarship. I said I did. They told me no. We're doing back and forth email. Then when I went back to check my bill, I realized I made a mistake in a single letter. So that single letter cost me a year. So this is to tell you that if you want to make an application, you have to be super careful. I couldn't tell you because I felt, oh, maybe I'll disappoint Dr. Linda. So I just kept it to myself. So because I was supposed to send a mail to graduate students, then I added N after GRA. So I sent graduate students, and that cost me a year. I had to wait 1 single year to apply again. So after a year, I applied for this. The admission was there, so I deferred the admission. Then after a year, I applied again for the scholarship, and I got it. Like, it was a fully funded scholarship. The school fees per year is about $33,000, and it came with about a stipend of about $24,000. So, and it's a program of 5 years. So you do
the you mean 50 something for 5 years?
Yes.
I have died. Oh, please, anybody that is watching, help us press your calculator. Please press your calculator quick and be typing the number. Please press your calculator. Me, I can't even press my calculator. I'm using my phone for this.
You know, I was like, how do I want to afford? Let us even remove the stipend. How do I want to afford that $3,000 per year? Because per semester is about 17,000, 18,000. How do I want to afford this? You know, so the scholarship came. I was like, wow, okay, this is stage one. Because from the scholarship class and the visa, I understand, okay, getting the scholarship or the admission is stage one. Now let's go to the visa. Now we've been hearing all this gist about US. You cannot go to US with family. You cannot. I was like, hey, I was really scared, I must tell you. People were telling me, don't apply with your husband, don't apply with your kids, apply alone. They were denying people. In my mind, I was like, Dr. Linda, don't ginger us now. This thing they dear, you know. So I did I did everything myself. Now, so those that are listening, I did everything myself, from everything Dr. Linda taught us, and with the blessing of God. So no agents. I'm my own agent. I'm my personal agent. So if you are looking for agent, to come and meet me. I'm an agent, okay?
I saw some people saying, is this not from our sister Rashidat? Oh yeah, if you know her already before, go and meet her, go and meet her. It is in US. It is in US.
Okay, so I did the application for I paid for the visa, myself and my two children. I filled the DS-160 form. You know, before that time, I asked you, I sent you a mail, you know, asking some questions, which you were forthcoming and responding both via the email and the Instagram page. Then on the day of the interview, then checking dates, I watched one of your videos from the ex-students about searching for dates. So I learned from that, oh, you don't just sit down and relax that, oh, there's no date, there's no date, there's no that. So
you see
so
how
I was
that video helped you.
Yes, it does.
Oh
It does.
God.
So
Okay.
I was, you know, I joined some groups on WhatsApp that were searching for dates. People of like minds, they were looking for dates. So I joined the WhatsApp group. Then you will not sleep midnight. I will tell you there's date available. You quickly run and check. There's this available. In fact, the day I got the dates for our interview, I was not even checking that particular day. I was out with my family, and I just saw a notification. There is date, and I quickly went to check, and that was it. So we got the dates, and we went for the interview. I was super scared, Dr. Linda. I must tell you, I was really, really scared. But still, the confidence was still there that, okay, I have everything I'm supposed to hold. I know what I'm supposed to say. But you know that feeling of, oh, what stand,
Confidence.
but the confidence was there. Like, I'm an expatriate. I'm not a novice. I'm going with,
You
you know,
know?
now all those things you taught us now.
My head is scatter. My head is scatter. Okay, let me calm down.
All those things you taught us now, all those secret ingredients, everything they did, you know. I went for the interview. Then the Oyibo man was asking us questions like, what are you going for? Like, I'm going for a PhD in pharmaceutical sciences. Like, okay. So he was asking about, you know, all those things like, are these your children? Why are you going with your family? All those questions. So I can't go alone with the children. I need somebody to help me settle down. That is why my husband is going with me. And he will be coming back. That he's not staying, he will only be staying 2 weeks. He will be returning back to Nigeria. He was asking us, do we have the do we have any financial aid? I told him we got a fully funded scholarship, and the money to take care of the children we showed him. He didn't ask for any documents from us actually. It was just
The
an
way you are
oral interview.
answering, because you are answering with confidence.
Yes, we didn't present any document aside our passport and the I-20 from I-20 that requires that from the school. He didn't ask for everything. We packed statement of result, certificate of marriage. He did not ask for anything. He did not present anything. And he interviewed me, and he said, okay, congratulations. I hope you enjoy Washington. And that was it. That's what he gave us. That was why he gave us white paper, the almighty white paper that people are saying is very scarce. That was how he gave us. So that's basically the story, and you know, that's basically the story, Sha. And once we got the visa, we went to pick up our passport from the DHL like after 4 days, and here we are. The rest is history.
Yeah, please. I know some people will be like, but she did not say whether she traveled. Did you travel with your kids and husband?
Well, they are. In fact, when you called me, you know, I totally forgot about this meeting. When you called me, I just quickly came to drop them at the daycare. They are upstairs, If I go and bring them down, you see both of them.
Oh my God. Oh
They
my
are
God.
here. Oh, they are here. Oh, they are here. Oh. We came together with my husband. 4 of us came together. Yes. Yes. So that's it.
Congratulations. Like full
Thank you.
scholarship. Look at the amount, 50 something thousand every year for 5 years. Somebody was saying, is that for master? She's doing PhD. She's doing
PhD in
PhD.
pharmaceutical sciences. Yes.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. This story is too good. It's too good. See now, my brain is like, my brain is shutting down. I mean, like you've hit so many points, and thank you very much. I love the way you did the story in chronological order, which makes it very easy for someone to actually follow through. You know, I love anything that has to do with step by step. I love everything that has to do with step by step. Sorry, I know that the network is disturbing a bit, but I'm going to continue. You know, some of the things that Rashida mentioned, like there are so many, but let me even start with some of the ones. All right, some of the ones. Before I continue, somebody is saying that I sent you a message on DM. Okay, I'm going to be adding Rashida back. We have not finished. This is just halfway. Somebody is saying that Rashida, please, if you can hear me, just request to join the live session again and I'll approve it. Somebody is saying I sent you DM. Please note, we no longer attend to the direct messages on Instagram, direct messages on Facebook. If you send it to us, you're not going to get reply, even if you wait for 1 year. So don't wait. Number 2, we don't use WhatsApp for business. We don't chat prospective students on WhatsApp. We don't have a Facebook group for prospective students. We have Facebook page, which is if you even check, you're going to see that page, we update it every day, and it's 100 and something thousand people right now on the page. If you need to contact us, send us an email. This is the email to use. Send us an email, admission@vantagemigration.ca. This is how to contact us. If you're on DM waiting, sorry to tell you, you're going to dry up because we're not going to respond to your DM. Okay, let me bring back Rashidat. Right, awesome. Rashidat, please, thank you so much. I'm adding her back now. So this is amazing story. You know, thank you so much. So sorry, network disturbed there.
Yes, man, no problem.
No problem. So some of the things I picked like five different things. Then I'm going to ask you some of the questions. You know, you mentioned that when you started this training, you were pregnant, right? I hope I got that correct. And you were still able to take it. So people, during pregnancy, I know, you know, people be tired. People, imagine somebody is pregnant and she still took this thing. That shows your seriousness. Because these are some of the ingredients that add to success. That is like, let's say somebody comes to masterclass, but the person is not serious. The masterclass will be there, but the person won't get anything. You know? So imagine you are pregnant, but yet you were still doing what you needed to do. Kudos to you. It's important for me to highlight that point. The other thing you mentioned was, you know, a sad story, but thank God it ended in praise, which is what? Because you missed a letter in the email you wanted to send. This cost you your scholarship, cost you 1 year. You had to defer admission. You see? So that you know, it brings the point number one. Like I was telling people just once that you left, that if they want to contact us, they should send email, because we even looked at it that students who will be traveling, is email they'll be using to communicate with schools. Let us even start imbibing that right now. So people will say, I don't want email, just give me WhatsApp. WhatsApp, no, that's not what you're going to use to communicate with schools abroad. That's not what you're going to use to communicate with graduate coordinator. And when it comes to study abroad, you have to be meticulous. It's such a meticulous thing that small mistake, so many big things can happen, you know. So I'm so sorry that happened to you, and I just pray that people get used to this thing, even as we're trying our best to just help people build that confidence, you know. Then the other thing you mentioned was the idea of negotiation. You talked about going back and forth with the school, because if it is not that you went back and forth with them, you will not know where the mistake came from. You would think that they saw your result, they did not want to give you admission, or they don't want to give you the visa. The scholarship. So thank God for that negotiation back and forth. All right. But the question is, what is it that made you negotiate? Which is what you said, your confidence. Most people.
I was sure, Dr. Linda. I was like, no way, no way, no way.
You know, that confidence comes from knowing what you are doing. It is only somebody who knows what they are doing that will be confident to question it. Like, waiting happen, right? Because if you're not confident, anything that happens, okay, now that's what they say now. Do you get it? So I want to say that confidence comes from knowing. And how will somebody know? From training. Because how many of us did they give birth to our mother and sat us down, taught us how to relocate abroad? No, me, I didn't get that training like that. And many people did not get it, right? How will they fill that knowledge gap? That's where the training really becomes important. And one thing I keep hearing recently from students is this idea of confidence. It looks small, but it's confidence that will make you challenge a result. Challenge, you say, oh, what happened? If you don't have the confidence, you will chicken out. Not even knowing that without that ability to negotiate, that ability to do back and forth, to stand your ground. Look at the full scholarship that you got. I was asking people to calculate. I'm not seeing the person that calculated that figure. I want to see over $250,000 USD within the 5-year period. Oh God! Then you mentioned something again, which is that when you were talking about your visa and having to check dates, and that you saw it from a student who mentioned it when they were giving their US relocation trip. First of all, that lady's name is Anita. Thank you, Anita, in case you see this video. God bless you. And I just want to buttress and thank God that you are paying it forward, right? Because I'm sure many people are going to still relocate because of your story today. So I thank God for the people who agreed to give testimony, because your testimony can just be helping somebody in a time and in a way you not even, like, I'm sure Anita does not know you, but that thing she said was able to help you when you were trying. Some people, when they relocate, they'll just see, I don't want my village people to know that I'm relocated. My dear, your village people is not coming abroad to come and deal with you. You know, your testimony can help somebody else. There was also somebody else's testimony that helped the person. But when they relocate, they just feel like they can't talk to anybody again. I try to understand. It's not that I'm quarreling the person, but I'm just asking those people, have a change of heart. Your story that you think may not be relevant can be what will help somebody else when they are in distress. So thank you so much. You know?
Ma'am.
Yeah. So some of the other points, like you talked about, you went with your hubby, you've confirmed that you went with 2 kids, you confirmed that. US, that people will say you can't go with family. Rumor, bad rumor, nonsense rumor. I'm sure you're living witness here today with us, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
In fact, if you go to the embassy with your children, they give you expedited, because there were a lot of people there. But when we got there with the children, they just give you a paper, you go forward. You jump in line and, they treat you special, So then I forgot to mention, you talked about code, emailing, everything. You thought of all those tricks. So I did that. When I looked at the faculties of the school, looking at the professors that actually falls into my research area, I sent emails, lot of emails.
Yeah, I think that's why the person should take the training. That's why they should take it, because most time, like, let me put it this way. When you tell that person, okay, code email, the next question is, what should I put inside? When you say, what should I put inside, say, where do I get the email from? When you say, this is where, do you understand my point? That's why that training is important for that person, so that they don't jump it. Even somebody that probably will email professors, they've done the application, when the admission comes out and it doesn't go how they want, because they've not taken the training, they don't even have the confidence to query. So you now see
that's true.
Even though most times it looks like, oh, just tell me that one thing and I will take it and I will go. Anybody who has successfully gone through the process, we see that you need several ingredients put together at the right amount, as if you're cooking jollof rice. You know?
Yes, that's true. Yeah. That's true. I must say, you said those, there was a module you taught us how to write statement of research interest statement. Dr. Linda, you tried. Make her not lie. You tried for that module. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
I'm shy.
No. You try for that. You tried in all, but I really enjoyed that. How to write statement of that. It makes sense. It makes sense. I'm telling you. See, if you don't have the money, just be saving small. Just try and
And we do it for
try and
mental
attend the
payments
class.
to help people that are really serious, so that it
Uh-huh.
can help them.
So just try and you can see some information free, but there's something with when you have somebody you can actually fall back on. If you don't have, if you don't understand something, you can fall back and ask this question for clarification. If you have any problem, you can go back and ask questions. It's really important. But if you feel, oh, let me just go to YouTube and who do you want to call on? So just try and invest in yourself. It is worth it. By the time you start earning and you are done. You have okay. Now they told us after our program, we have 3 years to stay and work. So you can still stay and work. Then if you decide to stay permanently, you can get a company that will sponsor your visa, or what do they call it?
Because if
So
you look at it, you already like 5 years your PhD, 3 years after that, 8 years. By the time you have stayed in the US for 8 years, you'll
yeah, wait, I don't become citizen now.
you know. Oh my god. So since you were talking about this, though I was reserving it for towards the end, but let me still ask you,
Okay.
how did Vantage Migration training make a difference for you on this journey?
See, before Vantage Migration, make I no lie, fine, I've read so many things online, but they were not. I'm not trying to bobo you because I'm saying Dr. Linda. For those that know me, no rush done, they speak the truth. I'm not trying to bobo you. Before Vantage Migration, I've read so many things but they were not organized. I was confused. I was super confused. But with Vantage Migration, everything, module by module, what you need at this particular time, what you're supposed to do next, everything was stepwise. So Vantage Migration did everything for me 100%. I won't even lie. It did everything. It was the game changer for me. Without Vantage Migration, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll be paying out of pocket. Maybe I'll still be in Nigeria. So it changed everything for me, sincerely. So well done, ma.
Thank you. The step by step, I see, because you watch these videos today, you watch this one tomorrow on social media, on YouTube. But okay, after you finish, you are still left with this question. Okay, what do I do next? And yet you've not still found okay. And after that, what else do I do? I love the step by step in anything I want to do. I love step by step, because even me, if you're telling me something, I would just be like, wait, calm down. Can't you see? I recognize that in your story you follow the chronological order. That's the way. It makes it easy. So I did this and then did this, and it's way easy. So thank God. I'm glad that that the training was able to help.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so question. I know this parents ask this question a lot. That when they come with their kids, and their kids able to go to school, or so you talked about keeping your kids in daycare before you came for this. Could you tell us a bit more, like how you handle your kids? Will they be studying?
Hey, Dr. Linda, I'm happy you asked this question. Oh. My people, it is not easy. Let me not lie. I don't know about Canada. I think I know Canada has program for children. Here in US too, Dr. Linda, is not easy. Now, if you want to come with your children, if you want to come with your children, you have to be ready. In US, where I'm staying, some will tell you 5 years before they can start enrolling children in the free school. Why some will tell you 4 years. Now my first child is still less than, because
you
she's
mean
just
the child has to be 4 years old?
Yes, 4 years old. 4 years old. Yes. Now my baby is just 3 years. She'll be 4 in December. So she can't start the free school. Now enrolling in a paid daycare, no be beans for US. You are paying $250 per week, which is $1,000 per month for one child. And now I have two. I'm supposed to be paying $2,000 per month for daycare, Monday to Friday. Say you understand. So it's not easy. However, there are some arrangement, Nigerian community, where you have all those grandmas around that will be taking like maybe $15 per day per child. So at the end of the month, it ends up to $600 per month for both kids rather. All right, so that is what I am doing currently. I put them with the grandma. I pay them $30 per day. and I'll go to my own school. Weekend we get together.
Beautiful.
That's what I'm doing.
You know what I want to say?
That's what I'm
There
doing.
is always a way. And I'm saying
There's
this
always a way.
because another parent that we interviewed, right? When she came, she got even a form of scholarship for these kids from her school.
Okay.
Her supervisor
Okay.
helped in different ways. So I noticed that even though it may look daunting from the onset, when you arrive the place, you will start asking, you will start finding the ways that the women in that place take care of their kids.
Yes.
Which is usually not the thing written on the website. Do you understand? It's not something you go and Google. It's when you come, they'll not say, go and give grandma. Nobody's going to go and write on social media or on Google that it's grandma that is keeping their child. So I always say that
Yes.
when people want to travel, they should remember the place where you are going to, there are women there. They have kids there. There is a way they are surviving. So if you keep this in mind, when you arrive, you now ask yourself, well, we are the mothers. How do you people do this thing? You will find out, you will find a way. But if you start overthinking it from where you are, where will I keep my kids? I don't have anybody. Please, let me ask, the grandma, is he related to you?
No, I don't know her from anywhere.
I know. I want you to say so because some people will say, I don't have anybody who will stay with my kids. There is a grandma. Even me, I don't know that there's a grandma. This method you mentioned, I'm hearing for the first time. You know, kids above 4 years, even in Canada, above 4 years, they go to free school. But below them, they have to go to kindergarten or, so those are the ones you have to pay. But I'm so happy to hear that there are ways that people are doing it. At least if you pay for it, my dear, you are God's voice. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Linda.
Yeah. So, what advice do you have for anybody who is watching this? A man, a woman who have kids or have husband or have wife who wants to travel, like families that want to travel abroad. Let me mention that it's not only US you can travel with family. Whether you're going to Canada, UK, Australia, US, all the high income countries, they allow you to come with family. That one is standard. So having gone through these parts, someone who have family or they have kids, they want to relocate, what's the advice for them? What should they be thinking?
Okay, before I give the advice, I saw someone ask in the comment section that how long have I been here? We came August. Summer, fall class started August. So we came August. So we are just August, September, 2 months in here. The next time you see me, my face will be very fresh. Don't worry. Okay. All right. So for those that are, that have the intention of going abroad, either to travel or the other way, but you don't want to use the academic pathway to travel, it is very easy. The first thing I'm going to tell you is that don't believe in the negative voices around you. People will try to discourage you. People will tell you it is not possible. Oh, you have 4 children, you can't go. Don't mind them. Do not believe. Just remain focused. Follow the right steps. Meet Vantage Migration. Let them lead you to the right path. When you follow the steps, if you are confident you are doing the right thing, you have to put in, I must tell you, it is not easy. If you know you are very lazy, you can't join Vantage Migration. I'm telling you, because you have a deadline. If you don't meet up with the target, the courses are gone. You won't have access to it. I thought it was a joke. I just wanted to go, okay, let me even confirm. And truly, I couldn't access the platform. So if you are not serious, you can't. Don't just waste your money. But if
we do it that way to help the person get results. Because if we say anytime, anywhere, forever and ever, nobody will relocate. And people are not paying us for training. They are paying us to relocate. So we have to
That's true.
We have to help with accountability.
That's true. That's true. Just remain focused and be prayerful. Everything needs God. When you put in your own best, you walk as if you don't pray, and you pray as if you don't walk. Put in your best and just leave every other thing to God. Do everything, cross all the I's, dot all the I's, cross all the T's. If you have questions, ask. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to send emails. One thing about these people here, I realize if you call them, they might not pick. But once you send the mail, trust me, they're going to reply. So they respond. If you have any question, just keep sending them mails. Make sure you are clarified of every step, and you'll be fine. US is not hard though. as people may say that it's just okay. We've heard it's hard, but try your own luck. Put in the best. When you're looking for dates, you won't sleep. You search for the, stay awake. It's worth it at the end of the day. At least we are here and we know all the benefit that surrounds being here. So it's a very worthwhile, worthful event, I must say. So thank you very much, Dr. Linda. I'm really happy to be here, and I'm glad I could share one or two things. Feel free to call me anytime if you need me to address anything. I'll be happy to oblige.
Thank you.
Yes,
See better person now. See better person. Please, I need 2 Rashidat in my life. I have one already. I need 2 in my life. Oh my God. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. God bless your journey. Let God keep all the grandmas alive. Let them be happy.
Amen. Yes,
I'm
yes,
so happy for
yes,
you. Congratulations, my regards to your hubby, okay?
Thank you very much, man.
No problem. Please, you can exit. I'm going to close the interview after now. Thank you. Congratulations.
Yes, ma'am.
And for everyone who have joined us in this video, hope you learned something. When Dr. Iheme said you can travel with family relocation, you study abroad. Like, even if you are relocating with your family and you're not going to study abroad, nobody is going to be giving you money to pay for your expenses. So, but through study abroad, you can actually go on scholarship, and that's already solving plenty headache for you. Please, for all the persons that watch this video from beginning to end, which I hope you are one of them, calculate. I need to see that figure. I need you to do the calculation. She mentioned 30-something thousand school fees, which is covered, and 20-something thousand living expenses, right? Which, let's just say, plus or minus, let's just put it at 55,000 a year. For how many years? 5 years. Please, can you press your calculator? This is 1,000 USD we are talking about. Can you press your calculator to understand how much you are talking about? Please, let's see the first person to reply. How much did Rashidat get for her PhD? How much? Please calculate. And when you're calculating, for people who are asking, okay, I want this, how do I start? What do I do next? We advise you to start with our free study abroad webinar. Go to www.vantagemigration.ca. You're going to get the free webinar, the one she talked about. You're going to attend it. You're going to complete it. Please take a screenshot. Okay, so you're going to complete it, and once you complete it, first thing first, you have information about this study process and how it works. 99% of the questions you have in mind will already be answered. All right, and then if you have question after that, you can send us an email, admission@vantagemigration.ca. Please, as of today, we no longer respond to inbox messages on Facebook and Instagram. All right. And we don't use WhatsApp for business. We don't hold Facebook group for prospective students who, do you understand? The most important thing you need to take out is that for you to contact Dr. Linda of Vantage Migration, send us an email, admission@vantagemigration.ca. Okay, so back to the question, which is how much we're 30-something thousand dollar school fees. Okay, $20-something thousand living expenses USD. Together, we say let's take an average of 55,000 USD for a 5-year program, PhD in pharmaceutical studies, pharmaceutical sciences, right? And okay, people have calculated. So people are getting average of $275,000. Oh my God! As I'm calling the money. My tongue, I want to bite my tongue like 200. Like, I want to bite my tongue. Is it not too good to be true? What is keeping you? What is keeping you? It's every time it's like I'm always on video. People want to tell me to mad you. I'm always shouting, start now. And the essence of training, even for people who went through training, they still have to put in effort. What if you are not trained? Where do you start from? People that are not trained, what do they end up listening to? Gossips about relocation. And what are those? You already know, good gossip does not don't use to spread. It's the bad one. It's the bad one. If you tell somebody something good now, they will hardly tell another person. But if you tell them something bad, they will take 10 people immediately. So the gossip you'll be hearing, you can't relocate abroad with your family. You can't go with your kids. They will, if you reach border, they will separate you and your kids. You know, some kind of things that you'll be asking yourself, where did these people get this information from, right? Please, them say cannot help you on this journey. It will confuse you more. Get trained, which is why I keep saying, somebody say I can't afford the fees. You saw what Rashidat said. Rashidat said she had to do instrumental payment. This is, you have to think, when you are if you are the one that is enjoying $275,000 USD, do you think you will remember any tiny chicken change you paid somebody to get trained? You will not. I bet you will not. Ask people who have relocated. They are very happy. And in fact, sometimes I wish, let me not even tell you. Let me even say it, I wish I can be part of all this money. Because it's like money used to pass my front like this. Money don't waka pass. Like I'll just be hearing, we just got $100,000. Money go waka pass. You know? I wish if you come up with a way that I will have a stake in your scholarship and I will train you for free. Bring that proposal to me. If you have a way to guarantee it, bring your lawyer. Come. I will prefer that. Let me even tell you. Because not only you go chop the money, you and your family go enjoy it. It's not you and Dr. Linda that will enjoy it. Start with the free study abroad webinar. That's what I keep saying. That is how to start. Some people will say, how do I start? How do I start? How do I start? Go to www.vantagemigration.ca. Okay, that is how to start. All the information you need is in this free webinar. After that, if you have a question, send us an email, admission@vantagemigration.ca, and we'll take it up from there. My dear, I'm sure you have seen for yourself that, especially for people who are families, or you are married, you have kids, you want to relocate, whether you have 100 kids or you have 1 kid or you have 0 kid, it does not matter. Whether you are going with your spouse or not going with your spouse, it does not matter. Whether you want to go with your kids immediately or not going with your kids, it is still possible. Whether you're a single parent as a man or a single parent as a lady, it is possible. Whether you are, it's not just that you are single, you were never married, but you have a child, it is still possible. Irrespective of your situation, if you know how to do it right, it will work for you. That one is guaranteed. So, again, my name is Dr. Linda Iheme. I'm an educational consultant with Vantage Migration. Myself and my team, we train graduates and professionals who want to relocate abroad on how to do that successfully through the study abroad route. We show you how to get admission, how to get scholarship, how to get study loan if you need it, and every other thing you need. Your visa process and all that, we have visa solution for students who go through us. It's like, we don't cook the jollof rice finish for you. We don't cook the jollof rice finish for you. Just come and eat. We eat. God, and you still have to convince some people. But anyway, we keep doing our work. Special shout out to Rashidat and her family. Thank you so much for agreeing to come and share your story. I'm happy. And if you, as I mentioned earlier, she benefited from somebody else's story. It's not just you have relocated, that's fine. Let me tell you, she does not have any obligation to be here, but she chose to share her story. For anybody watching this, if you have relocated through Vantage Migration and you have not had the opportunity to share your story, please reach out to me. Reach out to me. Yeah? You hear? Reach out to me. Reach out to me so that we can book an interview like this. You have the opportunity to share your story. We celebrate you. One thing you may say in your story can be what will hold somebody else when they're about to give up. It's like community service. Seriously. Okay? Take good care of yourself. Don't forget, go to the free webinar www.vantagemigration.ca for you to get started. And if you have questions, email us admission@vantagemigration.ca. Take a screenshot. All right? I love you so much. Please don't let procrastination steal your dream. For those people that want to procrastinate, let me tell you something. For those people that want to procrastinate, you be seeing me in your dreams. I'll be telling you, don't procrastinate. You'll be hearing this voice. Don't procrastinate. So that you take action. If you don't want to see me in your dream, don't procrastinate. I beg for your own good. Take good care of yourself. I see you again.